Wow, hello everyone. Welcome back. I can't believe it's been a long time. I haven't recorded a single video um ever since like what? 20 2024. Yeah. When was the last time I recorded a video? It was like 3 months ago. 3 months, and that was a VOD. That was a VOD that I cut up into pieces. Um but yeah, it's been a while. And unfortunately, I know no one's gonna care. Um, 'Cause like boohoo, there's like other creators out there, and they're like, oh, get good. But at the same time, I'm I'm not like that anymore. You know, I like I'm partially retiring from Call of Duty, and that's only for a few minor reasons. I have noticed that I would go away for a while and come back to play like a game or two, and I would run into multiple situations. I would run into multiple SMGs. Snipers are not really an issue. Like if I see someone camping a point and they snipe me, that's not really an issue because that's just how sniper mechanics work. Like you gotta stay still in order to actually be able to snipe. And it's I understand that aspect, but it's the aspect of constantly running into SMGs, constantly running into I don't want to say shotguns because that's like really up close and personal, but that's another thing. Some of these builds, like a lot of the time, I'm seeing that the builds are exactly the same damn thing, and that's what I kind of hate. People use these meta builds to just get their gaming experience to be 10 times better, when in reality, all they care about is their fucking KD, you know? And it gets kind of tiring. Like, for one, I've turned into this person that likes party modes now, Like, um, back in Cold War, I would used to play a lot of, what was it? Not hide and seek. I can't remember the name. I think it was hide and seek. I can't really tell. Um, and Oh, prop hunt. I remember now. It immediately came to me. But honestly, it was such a good time, Unfortunately, the timing for Cold War wasn't a good spot for it to release. And then all of a sudden, you know, people just start crapping on the game and people don't like it and stuff like that. And people are going back to Modern Warfare 2019, and then after that, Vanguard releases, and then people play a little bit of that, and then there are some of that people that came from Modern Warfare and Cold War coming into Vanguard. Some of them stay in Vanguard, and some of them rush over back to Modern Warfare 2019, and it's like, why? And I'm kind of also noticing this from back then as well. There are so many things Modern Warfare 2019 got right that so many of these games are getting incorrect right now. Another thing I'm noticing is the fucking shop. The shop for Call of Duty is just collab on collab, you know? And I understand that Fortnite literally dishes out collabs every once other week. But that's because Fortnite is, I hate to say it, catered towards kids, teenagers, people who go to school, come back, play a few games, do their homework, go to sleep, you know? And like that's an issue. Comparing yourself to a game that's been outdoing you since like what, 2018? People are saying the last good Call of Duty game was back in Black Ops 3, which is honestly kind of a lie because all these games have their own separate good thing about them, right? 2019, it had a really great story, right? The multiplayer system kind of iffy, but then it got better, right? And then you got Cold War. Horrible, horrible start. And then it got so much better. And then Vanguard comes out. I personally thought that the story for all three Call of Duty games were amazing. You know? Is it weird that I find that we have to go from modern day to either futuristic or a past design, a past year, when that itself is like juggling, and then all of a sudden you go back to World War II? Do I find that annoying? A little bit. But then again, you're trying to get this story out. And there are times where people think, oh, all of these franchises are correlating. No, they're not. You can't compare, oh yeah, so Vanguard happened first, and then if we fast forward, it's going to be Cold War, and if we fast forward even more, it's going to be Modern Warfare. No. The only reason as to why you have Cold War operators like Woods in a Modern Warfare game is because they're trying to push the agenda for the next game. And for some of you are probably like, yeah, I could have told you that. Well, yeah, you could have. And I knew that since what? Ever since Modern Warfare 2019. When Woods came into Modern Warfare 2019, I was like, isn't this a Black Ops operator? What the hell is he doing here? And honestly, from there, I immediately realized, well, shit. This is how it's gonna be for the rest of time. And I put up with it. I put up with it only because I I felt like each game was gonna be fresh. And unfortunately, this has to be true. The only thing that is fresh from Call of Duty are its stories. Literally, campaign is the only thing that's fresh. Zombie has been almost the exact same thing for the past 10 years, right? Cold War did this thing where it's like, oh yeah, we'll put you in an open world. Some people liked it, some people didn't. All right, next time, add both round base and open world to the game. If they don't like it, they can just hop on the other mode, you know? Another thing, people saying that it takes a year and a half, 2 years at most, to make a game, a Call of Duty game, which Black Ops 4, no, not Black Ops 4, Black Ops, the recent one, I forgot the fucking name. What was it? Give me a sec. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It took me a while. I had to literally get out of my PS5 and go into the thing. But it took them a whole 6 games, supposedly, to actually somewhat get some things right. Unfortunately, I'm one to fall under trying to get collab skins, mostly because I think they're funny. You know, how would it feel, like in the past clip that just passed? How would it feel to see a Skeletor run around and yeet the Star Girl or whatever the fuck, the girl from the boys, what's her name? I don't remember. I think it's Star Girl or something else. You grab them, yeet their ass across the map. I find that hilarious. That is my type of comedy, you know. And I genuinely think that if they reduce the amount of collab skins, if they push more towards, like, I don't want to say like DLCs, but back then that's what we used to have. Back then for Black Ops 2, everybody wanted the goddamn yacht. And recently it got added to uh Modern Warfare, Black Ops 6. And I was looking through the shop and I realized, why are there so many fucking skins? Why are there barely any maps? And why are the player base mostly using SMGs? And I probably was talking about that earlier and then I just jumped onto random shit. It's because I have a lot of shit to talk about. You see the shop and you see these bundles. They cost 24, 28, and I'm talking like 1,000 V-Bucks. Or V-Bucks. Wrong franchise. Card points. And there's the very few that you see that are under 1,500 card points. You know? And that's ever rare. You also have the CDL skins. I used to wear CDL skins, and I thought they were pretty cool, but only because they matched with the color that I currently had promoting on my channel. Like, look at these skins that are on my screen right now. You have skins that are 2,800, 3,000, and those are for ultra skins. What the fuck is an ultra skin? Some of them are reactive, some of them are collab, and yet there are people who are getting tired of this. And unfortunately, Call of Duty has become a franchise that just doesn't listen to players. People were worried about what PlayStation would have done if Call of Duty would have remained with Sony. And yet, everything is still saying the same for Microsoft. It's becoming like a major issue. And yet, no one is deciding to talk about it. And the ones who are due, they just get scrolled by. So, it's basically like hit or miss when you get a Call of Duty game, because you think, hey, this game might be really cool. You know, I'll try it out. Currently, when I logged in, there's a Terminator crossover, which has too many goddamn challenges, and the final gun that you get has a Black Cell version anyway. Why would they promote a $30 battle pass to get a free gun? Or at least a gun that should be free to begin with if it's an event. An event that people could play. And it's just like an utter headache considering how far down the rabbit hole Call of Duty has made itself go. Unfortunately, their only good thing is a story. to be able to tell a story, to be able to have a campaign that you sit down, put on both headphones, and you're like, holy shit, I'm fucking immersed right now. I'm immersed out of my goddamn mind. And then all of a sudden, you feel for the characters. They tell a narrative. You sit down. When I played Modern Warfare, what was it, 3? Yeah, it was a short ass campaign. But when I saw Soap get shot, that was narrative. That was the story speaking. And I teared. Same thing for, let's compare it to another shooter. Destiny 2. Destiny 2 currently right now has the Hersey episode, which honestly Bungie is kind of too lazy to write any new fucking material, so they bring back people, and yeah. And right now, they killed off, supposedly, killed off in air quotes, they killed off one of the characters that essentially carries you from back in Destiny 1. And then all they do is just like put a cutscene in where she's maniacally laughing to herself, and yet you get answers only if you buy the season pass. Season pass being the battle pass. If you buy the battle pass, you'll be able to load into the next missions, yada yada yada. You'll be able to play more, and you'll be able to unfold the story as it goes. And yet, their pass costs about $15 because it's 1,500 silver. And so, when you look at the ratio between in-game currency, unfortunately, Call of Duty and Bungie, and sometimes even Epic, unfortunately, they've inflated the fucking prices. And this is a much bigger issue compared to me just rambling on about Call of Duty, which could be probably used for another video for another time. But overall, Call of Duty is just like, it's just become shit now. Do I sit down, play Call of Duty with my brother, we'll do some zombie stuff? Do I have fun with that? Fuck yes. Because I'm spending time with my brother. I'm spending time sitting down, playing random things. There are times where we play gun game on a Call of Duty, and we have fun. We meme the shit out of each other. And then you sit down and play online against other people, and yet you get hit with a SMG. You get hit with a sniper. You get hit with a shotgun. You get hit with the well-placed grenades. Those are always amazing to look at. You get hit with an SMG. You get hit with a fucking AR called the AS Val, which is an SMG with a suppressor scope that looks like an AR. You see my point here, right? It gets horrible to the point where you turn a goddamn small close quarter weapon into a long range. And again, some people could be like, just get better. Just play better. I'm not going to dedicate myself hours on fucking end just to compete with everybody else. I'm playing in a public lobby, not in a ranked public lobby. If I wanted to play ranked, I would sit my ass down and be able to play ranked if I really wanted to go professional. Do I care about going professional? No, I don't. But yet, these people want to go into regular ass lobbies, sweat their asses off, and be like, oh yeah, look at my KD. No one gives a fuck about your KD. Honestly. No one cares about your kill-death ratio. Okay, so what? You eliminated a few players, and then you died the least amount of times. Good for you. You won't have the same luck for next game, and that's all you can say. That's all you can think. But yeah, honestly, Call of Duty is just becoming a shithole. I am I gonna fully retire from Call of Duty? No. I'm still gonna play zombies. I'm still gonna play gun game with my brother. Um, I'm probably gonna do some Easter eggs, maybe, and I'm probably gonna just fucking play with bots, because playing with bots honestly is 10 times more fun than playing with people who have zero absolute ping in their lives. Or with lag switches. That's another thing. I've been encountering a lot of lag switches, and I can tell. But yeah, that's about it. Um, Not really much else to say. Uh, Other than I mostly stream on Twitch now, and I don't really post much on YouTube. But if I ever get the chance to record some, and you know, I guess speak my mind in a way, uh, then I'll do that. Um, yeah, I kind of sound like an annoying little kid now. But yeah, overall, Call of Duty shop is overinflated. You got mostly bundles being 3,000 COD points. Um, you got people running around with SMGs and um, what else? Fucking people don't even run around with melees anymore. They added the sledgehammer. People don't run around with that. It's sad. Um, I honestly might become a fucking camel grinder at this point. If I can find the cheese for it, then I'll fucking camel grind cheese, and then that's about it. But other than that, I'm retiring from multiplayer. Um, it's become a huge mess, and I personally cannot handle it. And yeah, AKA Fortnite is better. Unfortunately, because I can at least handle Team Rumble, and I can at least handle fucking other game modes. Zero build, you know. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. See you.